Hello you guys. I know it's been a while since I shared a video with you, and shame on me, right? But yeah, just been so busy at work, but I did, and I have been crafty, and I just didn't have the time to make a video. But on my vacation, I actually bought a new camera. Woo! And I am so excited to try it out now, and I hope it just makes so much prettier videos than the one I was using before. So this is also a test to see how the videos are going to be. So what I am working on right now is a paper wreath, and the lighting, my lighting is just not so good, you guys. I'm really sorry about that. I had this iron ring, and then I attached some of this stuff to it to make it a little fuller. So I just used what I had in my stash. You know, I really enjoy just using stuff that we have, and yeah, instead of buying all new each and every time that we want to make something. So, and then I had this beautiful piece of fabric that I once bought. It is hand dyed. I bought it in somewhere in Wisconsin. No, not Wisconsin, Montana, maybe more than 20 years ago, and I just couldn't use it for something, and then I just decided that, you know, I have a pillow, I made a pillow out of it, and now the piece that is left, I decided to use for ribbons for my fall decorations this year. And I also made these. You can't really tell. Oh, I'm so sorry that it's so difficult to show you. I made these hanging ribbons, and this material, I'm unsure what it's called in English, but you know, I think it's supposed to be hay or something like that. You can buy it in every craft store. And then I made these long torn ribbons, and then I glued on some leaves from plywood. I think it's plywood. And then I cut out some paper leaves like these. I purchased these on Etsy. I bought a set of, I don't know, many different kinds of leaves, and then I printed them. In different sizes. They come as individual JPEGs, so you can print them at any size you want. Let me show you here I chose to print them four pictures in one page, but these I printed 9 pictures on one page, so then you can have them in different sizes. Yeah. And then what I also did on this wreath is that I made this big bow. Can you see it? My new camera. I have to get used to it, so I think it shows better here. I made one of my big bows again. I really love bows in every kind, not just the fabric ones. So I hope you can see it. Yeah. So I fussy cut all these leaves, and then I also doodled on some of them. Can you see this? And this, just for the variation of it. And then I also took one of these, and then I cut out with my craft knife some, to make it like a lace cut leaf. So I made a few of them, and then I made some inks on the back side. This is the smaller one. I just think they look kind of cute. Yeah. So it's a lot of work, and I'm not done yet. I'm going to make some more flowers like these, and then put on here, and then I'm planning on just filming the projects that I already decorated my home with. I made some really huge paper cones, tussie mussies, and decorated them with fall related ephemera, and I also wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to film them where I hung them, and then also show you pictures of what's inside, so that will give you an impression of how you can do it yourself. Here in Denmark, ephemera, paper flowers or fabric flowers, or all that kind of ephemera that you can buy at Michael's, Dollar Tree, whatever these big craft stores are called at your place. We don't have them here, and it's way too expensive to get it shipped to Denmark, so you just gotta work with what you have, right? So I happen to find some really cool watercolored paper on Etsy, both with embellishments on top and some plain. And I could have made my own watercolor papers, but I'm not that skilled with making watercolor pieces yet. I did try to make a few sheets, but just wasn't satisfied with it, and so yeah, So I bought some digital versions, and then I printed my own papers. So these are my fall papers, and then I also did something funny. I used my stencils and some acrylic paints mixed up with some white gesso, and then I made these really cool colors. You know, then you really make things your own, right? I really like to do that. And then I'm going to make some awesome products with these, right? I really like this stencil, and I like the papers so much. So I've been doing a lot of things. I'm also working on an album with some really awesome papers from one of my favorite designers. This is called Woodland Wings, and it's from Ephemeris Vintage Garden, and I just love it. And I combined it with these other design papers, these watercolor papers, to make it match these wonderful colors from the design papers here. So, and I used a template from Genevieve Designs. It's called Everlasting, and I've only managed to make 2 pages so far. I've been so busy, so it's unfinished, but I'm going to finish. And then it's for photos from the nature. We have a lot of lakes and woods in a neighborhood, and so I've taken so many photos, and I just wanted a beautiful album to display them in. So this is what I'm going to use this for. And yeah, so I've been working on these cute pages, but it's taking a lot of time, and I want to make it so beautiful. And see what such a fussy cut pair of leaves can do. I really like this, so I can't wait till it's finished and I can start the embellishing with flowers and leaves and my photos of nature. So yeah, so that's that. I've been busy, and I've also been busy at work, and I've also been sick, such a cold or virus, or so it's, yeah, it hasn't been so much fun lately. So but I'm hoping it's going to be better, because in November I'm going to be so busy making Christmas stuff. And this year I have been trying to make my own mixed media papers, and I'm super excited, but I'm also super nervous, because I am my own worst critic, and I guess we all are in some ways. So I don't know, I'm not sure if I like it, or if I can make acceptable stuff out of it. But I'm definitely going to try, and I'm definitely also going to share that with you. So I'm going to stop recording this now. Maybe I'll come back filming when finishing this, you know, make you see how I put the final touches on it, and then photos or film where it is going to hang in our conservatory or winter garden. So that will be my last fall project this year. I wanted to do more, but I'm always out of time. Yeah, I don't have many crafting hours in my life, so yes, I want more, but it's not my business or my income, so I just happen to have it as a hobby, and I could do so much more. So I guess a lot of you can relate to that. So let me take you to our conservatory, and I'm going to film the other project that I mentioned. So okay, so now we are in our dining room, and I thought I was just going to show you some of my previous projects. I made these last year for fall. So I thought you guys maybe wanted to see that. And over here I have some other embellishments for my candle holders. They're made out of toilet paper rolls and embellished with flowers. And over here, if you can see, I made this cute little birdhouse. And embellished with a bow. I just love the bows and some leaves. And I also have this topiary that I just put on some of my paper flowers and fabric pumpkins. And here I made this out of little boxes that I glued together, and then put on some fall related papers. So, and here is one of these paper cones I was talking about, and it is really difficult to film because it's so light in the conservatory. They're so bright out there, but I'm hoping that you can see. Let me move a little closer. It's a big bow and a banner, and then I made this felt heart a few years back, but haven't used it yet, so I put it on a stick and embellished it with a paper bow and a banner and a flower. And this is just something, yeah, a little bit crazy, but with the beautiful flowers, some doodled leaves. And over here is another one, slightly different. Then I made this pumpkin seed bag put on a stick like you would in the garden, and then I decorated with a few embellishments, tag and a leaf. I thought that was kind of cute. I'm sorry if it's shaky. Then I also wanted to show you another hanging mobile that I did last year. Just some simple cutouts, and then put together these sweet circles are from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. I'm going to show you another mobile that I have in a window. Hang on. You know, it's a difficult thing to film these mobiles and against the light, but I hope you can see. It's not easy. So made a tag and then cut out a pumpkin here. Oops. 2 pumpkins, one on each side. And then here, some smaller pumpkins. It's really poor filming and I apologize for that. So now we are in our conservatory winter garden, and it is kind of cool out here, so yes, it's definitely getting colder. I just wanted to show you this beautiful sweet birdhouse that I made from the fall papers that I bought, and some of the fussy cut leaves. And then I'm moving on to some more paper cones that I made out here. So I made this sunflower ish stick with a bow, and I made a clothespin, just a few embellishments, and this sign, it's impossible to film. That noise you can hear is actually a sun converter that is heating up our room. So let me see if I can film this. It's not that easy. It's just the sun is just outside the window here. And here's the matching paper cone on the other side. This little embellishment. I made the paper cones out of wallpaper. I purchased some wallpaper sample books so cheap at our local paint store, and I'm absolutely loving these papers, and I'm going to use them for a very long time for beautiful projects. So yeah. And here is the pillow that I talked about. Isn't it just beautiful, this this fabric in fall colors, and then with the batik dyed leaves on. Ah, I just love that. Okay, so now we are back in my craft room, and I've made a few embellishments for my wreath. I fussy cut some leaves, and I inked the back side so that they are not so stark white. And I made a few paper flowers, and now we're going to attach them to the wreath, and I was thinking if I can show you this. This is the bottom. Hold on. Just going to move this a little bit. So can you see this now? This is the bottom, and so I thought I would put this sign in here. Yes, so I think I'm going to do that. And how can I do that so you still see what I'm doing and I can see what I'm doing? I'm going to put some hot glue on this wooden stick and then hope for the best. Hope for the best that it will remain there. I think it's going to be okay. What do you think? You think this is okay? Yeah. And so sorry, I was making this and then I used some glitter glue on the petals here, and it's not dry yet. And do I have patience to wait for that? No. I want to attach it here in the middle of this bow, but it's not dry. It's not dry. Then I can attach some of the flowers and the leaves. The leaves I'm going to put on the end of this, and it's so much all over the place that I'm going crazy, but we can't have that. So what I did in some places to bring the wreath, so to say, a little more depth to it, I added cork between some of the petals. Can you see this in here? Cork, so it brings depth to it. That's a really difficult word. And so I'm going to put flowers here and there, and I think it's going to be pretty. It's the first time I'm doing such a project, so I don't really know what I'm doing, if you know what I mean. So I don't know how it's going to be when it's finished, other than I hope that it's going to be good and beautiful. So what do you think? What do you guys think about this? I'm going to have a flower over on this side as well. Maybe here. Yeah. So I think that's beautiful. And it's not, you know, symmetric or the same colors on each side. There's some elements that are the same, but since I want it to look natural, I just have to place them randomly, I guess. So, but that can be difficult to play it randomly. So I think I need another one on this side, maybe here. Yeah. I think that's beautiful. And then this little flower. Can always step back. Oh. You can always step back and look at what you've done. I think I also need a flower down here. What do you think? Yep, I think we need a flower there. So, and then what do we have? Yeah, I think we need to place it here. So now I am going to add free hanging leaves, if you know what I mean, like this. So and I think it's only when it's hanging in place you can tell if that was a great idea, if it looked good and all that. On the table here it's impossible to see, but I'm going by instinct here. So that'll be exciting to see when it's finished what it'll look like. Alright, so here's the doodled one. That doodled one. Yes. So this is dry and this has dried. So can you tell how it's going to be looking? Me neither. Shortening this and then put on this green one. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I think I'm just going to finish this one up. I'm going to keep adding leaves until I'm satisfied with it, and then I'm going to show you the finished result. How about that? Yes. So okay, you guys, so here it is, the finished wreath, and in place here in our conservatory. Mixed emotions. Mostly I'm happy with it. it didn't quite turn out the way I envisioned it in my head, but that's often the case when I do stuff. So but I'm pretty happy about it, and I think it ties in well with the other fall projects that I did, so that's fine. So I wanted to share that with you, because you know, we're not perfect, and we just need to keep trying, and we should enjoy whatever we're doing, because that is what keeps us going and makes us happy. So I'm happy, and I really love the colors. Beautiful colors, really vibrant, and I love that. So I'm off for now, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful spooky Halloween if you're celebrating that. I don't, but I know it's big in many countries. So with that said, I wish you happy Halloween, happy fall season. I'll see you again this Christmas with Christmas projects. So stay safe, have a great day, bye.